My name is Josh Walawender. I'm a staff astronomer at Keck Observatory, but I've been amateur astronomer since I was a kid growing up, and so I still love, going out and seeing the night sky. This is a comet called NEOWISE. It has a catalog definition called C2020 F3, but comets are typically named after their discoverer. And these days, that's frequently some sort of automated survey. And this, the particular survey that discovered this comet was called NEOWISE. So I wanted to get up and see the comet for myself. And it had just come up into the evening sky. The comet is swinging around the sun right now. And so it's really changing its position very, very quickly. So I actually just took a drive up to the saddle area between Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa and took just a simple camera and tripod to take some pictures of the comet. And sure enough, it's real low on the horizon in the northwest after the sun is setting. But if you're patient, as it's getting dark, you can catch it just before it sets. And I just took the camera along, set up the tripod, grabbed a few shots as it was setting. And as it got dark, you could actually see it, with the unaided eye. It was, the comet is getting fainter now that it's sort of, made its pass of the sun. But it's still visible in naked eye. You can see it as this nice little fuzzy spot with this, gorgeous tail stretching a few degrees off to the upper right. So if you want to go out and see this comet yourself, you have to go out right after sunset, just as it's getting dark, because the comet's real low on the horizon. It's setting very soon after the sun. And it's in the northwest. So if you sort of see where the sun sets and then turn sort of, 30 or 40 degrees north of that, the comet will be setting. And in fact, if you know the sky, you can identify the Big Dipper. The comet is basically below the Big Dipper and just a little bit to the left. But again, it sets real soon after the sun. In fact, when I was out Friday night, it was setting at about 9 p.m. So your last chance to see it was sort of 8:30, which is just as getting dark. Now, as the days go by, the comet's moving. So it's actually getting higher in the evening sky. So in a way, that's going to make it easier to see. It's going to set later. But the comet has made its pass around the sun, so it's actually getting fainter now. In fact, it was about twice as bright just a few days ago, and by probably sometime next week, it'll be about half as bright as it is now. So there's this sort of contest going between the comet's getting easier to see, getting higher up in the sky away from the sunset, but it's getting fainter at the same time. So if you want to see this comet, you want to go out in the next couple of days, if at all possible. And I should say that if you want to see this yourself, binoculars are a great tool for it. The head of the comet is this nice little round fuzzy ball, but you can trace the tail out in binoculars, across the entire field of view of the binoculars. I think good places to go look for this comet, up in the saddle between Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa is great. But because it's sort of low on the western or northwestern horizon, actually anywhere along the west coast of the island is great. Everything from Hawi down to South Point. So anywhere along Kona Kohala, if you got clear skies, you should be able to see this. Trick is you just don't want to have anything blocking your horizon, trees, buildings, anything like that. This comet is a relatively long period comet, and I don't remember the exact number off the top of my head, but it's many thousands of years before it comes back around the sun again.